First things first, rest in peace, Uncle Phil, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. I just want to say that up front here. So what Bitcoin and Ethereum are going absolutely insane. I just want to quickly explain what's going on here essentially, but wow, I opened the Hungry Bull app and oh my gosh, okay, Bitcoin has recovered a lot in the past, I would say 12 hours or so. Late last night, Bitcoin went under 18,000. It went into the 17,000 range. Ethereum was down to like 800 something dollars at one point. Ethereum's come beasting back here, and I want to kind of explain what's going on. So essentially what's played out over the last few days when it comes to Bitcoin and Ethereum is what's called forced selling, essentially. And this is a situation that, you know, imagine you could be a brokerage, a hedge fund, whatever, and you wind up into a situation where you took out way too much debt. Next thing you know, you're basically forced to sell off Bitcoin, Ethereum, other cryptos in general, which kind of leads to more people being in a margin situation, getting margin called, and forced liquidation. So that's kind of been what's playing out here. Now, behind the scenes, guys, you know, and this is what I'm hearing from some of my, you know, crypto folks. There's almost like a war going on right now in the crypto space. And I don't want to speak too much on this because I don't feel too passionate about it in regards to this potential war that's going on. And also it's a lot of me trying to figure out what is a potentially conspiracy theory versus what is true. But you guys can look more into that if you want, but essentially there's potentially a war going on between different brokerages, some hedge funds in the space, some funds in general, some big whales in the space that are trying to take each other down because somebody didn't, you know, scratch somebody else's back type situations, okay? But that's a whole situation that caused forced selling, okay? Now, if we look here, to be quite frank, I mean, the reason Bitcoin has started to go up here is just that massive amounts of selling just ended. This whole move down here was just a massive dump all at one time of Bitcoin, which is very strange. It's like, if you're going to sell out of Bitcoin, why not sell in chunks? Why sell all at one time so you absolutely crash the price, you know, like that, from 20,000 something down to 18,000? Like, they literally just threw so much Bitcoin out there at one time that it just completely collapsed the price in that given moment, right? And you kind of had that kind of continue here, and then finally you had some buying pressure come through, and the buyers step in, and next thing you know, we're over 20,000 now in Bitcoin. Now, 20 must hold. This is a good thing for the Bitcoin bulls, you know, and the crypto bulls in general. This is a big thing that Bitcoin has gotten back to over 20,000, but it's got to hold there. If it just goes back there for a day or two, it doesn't really mean much. It has to hold 20. If it goes below 20 for a second time here now in a short amount of time, that is very, very bad news. And that means it could be some time that Bitcoin's under 20 essentially. And, you know, it depends on the person's outlook. Like, if somebody really wants to buy Bitcoin and, you know, let's say load up at 15,000 or something like that, then you might be rooting for Bitcoin to go back under 20. It just depends on what people's time frames are, if people are on margin, and a lot of those sorts of things. And obviously there's a lot of short-term folks that are in Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. So that's that drama going on, man. It's a lot with these financial markets. I'm trying to keep you guys up to date with everything going on. Also, I just want to let you guys know, in the private stock group, I'm basically putting together a new course over the next few weeks that's going to be basically for everybody that's in there, called Understanding and Capitalizing from a Recession. It's going to be a mini course where I teach a lot of different concepts, show history of recessions, kind of how these things play out. I've definitely seen a lot of kind of misunderstandings about what happens during a recession, how these play out, how bad it gets, how bad it doesn't get, understanding what's going on from the economic side, from the Fed side, and obviously from like you know, who's in office and those sorts of things as well, because there's a lot of different things that kind of play out. And so yeah, if you're interested in that, check out pinned comment down there, and you can understand some more about the private group and things like that. And if you're not interested, much love as always. I'll keep you guys up to date with everything going on in the market, and have a great day.